Hello and welcome to Easy English Chat. It's wonderful to have you here with us today for an exciting, practical topic.
We're Emma and Tom, and this is your first-class lounge, your preparation space for a big adventure that might be coming.
Are you thinking about travel, maybe planning a trip, or just curious about what that first day in a new country feels like?
That first day is a mix of jet lag, excitement, and a little bit of nervousness about using your English in the real world.
Today, we're packing your verbal suitcase with the essential phrases you'll need from the airport to your first good night's sleep.
Kindness is your passport. That's our memory anchor for today. A smile and a please will take you further than perfect grammar.
Kindness is your passport, and with a few simple phrases in your pocket, you'll be ready to start your adventure confidently.
Before we begin, a huge thank you to our traveling community. Your stories from around the world inspire these conversations.
You can share your own first day story on our community page. We love reading about your arrivals and first conversations.
Now, let's start with a question for you. What's the first thing you imagine saying when you step off the plane in a new place?
Maybe it's hello, or where is baggage claim, or just a deep breath and I made it. All of those are perfect starts.
I remember my first time so clearly. The loud airport, the long lines, and the very first official question I had to answer.
Let's start right there, at the beginning, because that first interaction sets the tone for your whole journey ahead.
My first real English interaction abroad was at immigration control, a serious-looking officer behind a tall counter.
That can feel intimidating, with all the official signs and the pressure of a long line of tired people waiting behind you.
I had practiced my answer 100 times, but when he said, "Purpose of your visit," my mind went completely blank.
Oh no, that's the classic moment where the prepared script flies out of your head, leaving only nervous silence behind.
I took a breath, remembered to smile, and said the simple truth. I'm here on holiday for 2 weeks, sir.
And just like that, with a simple, clear phrase, you communicated the most important piece of information he needed.
He nodded, stamped my passport, and said, "Welcome, enjoy your stay." And that was it. My first hurdle was cleared.
Kindness is your passport, and your polite sir and clear answer made the process smooth and easy for everyone involved.
I walked through those doors feeling like I could do anything because the biggest, most official chat was already done.
My first mission after the airport was finding my hostel, which was not in the city center. It was a bit more local.
That's a great way to see a place, but it also means you might need to ask for help along the way with public transport.
I had the address on my phone, but I couldn't find the right bus stop. Everything looked different from the map online.
So you had to ask a stranger, which can feel daunting, especially when you're tired and carrying all your luggage too.
I saw a friendly-looking person waiting at a bus stop, and I walked up and said, "Excuse me, I'm a bit lost. Can you help?"
Perfect opening. "Excuse me" gets their attention politely, and "I'm a bit lost" explains your situation without panic.
I showed her the address on my phone, and she said, "Oh, you need the number 42. It stops just there, across the street."
Did you understand her directions? And did you remember to ask the crucial follow-up question about how many stops?
I said, "Thank you so much. How many stops until I need to get off, please?" And she gave me the exact number.
That's the key. Stacking simple phrases. A thank you, then another polite question to get the full information you need. One of my first stops is always a mobile shop because having data on my phone makes me feel connected and safe.
That's a smart move, but it involves specific vocabulary about plans, data, and topping up, which can be confusing.
I went into a small shop, and the man behind the counter said, "What can I do for you today?" very quickly.
You could have panicked, but you had your phrase ready, the one you practiced for this exact moment of need.
I said, "Hello, I need a SIM card for tourist, please, with data for 1 month. What do you recommend?"
Excellent. You stated your need clearly, a sim for a tourist, and you asked for a recommendation, which invites help.
He showed me two options, and I pointed to the cheaper one and said, "This one, please. Can you help me set it up?"
Can you help me is a magic phrase. It acknowledges that you might need their expertise, which people usually enjoy giving.
He was happy to help, and in 5 minutes, I was online with a local number and a way to navigate the city freely.
Later that same first day, I needed to get from my hostel to a famous museum in the center of the city.
Even with the map, bus numbers and directions can be a puzzle, especially when signs are written in a local shorthand.
I approached a bus driver during a quiet moment and said, "Hello, does this bus go to the National Museum, please?"
Short, direct, and polite. That's the perfect recipe for a busy driver who has a schedule to keep and people to move.
He said, "Yes, mate, get on. I'll tell you when we're there," which was the kindest thing he could have possibly said.
You must have been so relieved. Not only was it the right bus, but you had a personal guide for your first journey.
When we got close, he caught my eye in the mirror and shouted, "Next stop for you, mate," and I thanked him warmly.
Kindness is your passport, and you found it in a busy bus driver, just because you asked your question clearly and kindly. After all that travel, I was desperate for a proper coffee, but the cafe was busy and the menu had so many choices.
Coffee culture varies so much. The sizes, the types, the milk options. It can be a mini language test all by itself.
I got to the counter, the barista smiled and said, "What can I get started for you?" And my mind raced with options.
You didn't need a complex order. You just needed a simple, reliable phrase to get you a nice drink and a little break.
I said, "A medium latte to take away, please," which is a standard order almost anywhere in the English-speaking world.
And then she asked the classic follow-up, "Any sugar?" which is a yes or no question, easy to answer with a smile.
I said, "No thank you." And then the most important first day phrase of all, "How much is that, please?"
Getting the price before you pay is a simple but vital habit. It avoids any confusion at the moment of payment.
I paid, got my coffee, and found a seat, feeling like a local, all from using 3 or 4 simple, connected phrases.
I needed to buy some water and snacks for my hostel room, so I went to a supermarket, which can be overwhelming.
Everything is in different packaging, brands you don't know, and items are in sections that don't always make sense.
I was looking for bottled water, but I could only see big packs. I wanted just 1 or 2 small bottles for walking.
Instead of wandering, you use the best resource in any store, a person who works there and knows the layout.
I saw a staff member stacking shelves and said, "Excuse me, could you tell me where I can find small bottles of water?"
"Could you tell me where" is the gold standard for asking for directions of any kind, inside or outside a building.
He said, "Aisle 3, on your left, near the coolers at the back," and I followed his directions right to the spot.
That small success, finding exactly what you need by asking, builds so much confidence for the rest of your trip. If you're staying in a hotel, check-in is your first formal interaction, but it follows a very predictable script.
They will ask for your name, your passport, and a credit card, and they will give you key information about the hotel.
I walked to the desk and said, "Hello, I have a reservation under the name Smith," which is the key phrase to start.
The receptionist will then do most of the talking, asking you to fill in a form or confirming your dates and room type.
My moment to ask came when she gave me the key. I said, "Thank you. Could you tell me what time breakfast is, please?"
That's a perfect practical question. It shows you're listening and planning, and it gives you vital information for the morning.
She told me the times and the location, and I asked one more. Is there free Wi-Fi in the rooms? Which is always useful.
Stacking polite questions after the main business is done is a great strategy. People are usually happy to help an engaged guest. On my first day, I got a terrible headache. probably from the travel and the change in time zones and everything else.
That's a small emergency where you need to find a specific kind of shop quickly without knowing the local word for it.
I asked the person at my hostel reception, "Excuse me, I'm not feeling well. Is there a pharmacy near here, please?"
Is there a near here? Is an essential location phrase. You can put anything in that blank. A bank, a supermarket, a park.
She said, "Oh yes, just around the corner, to the right. It has a green cross sign. You can't miss it." And she was right.
In the pharmacy, you had to explain your problem, which can feel personal and difficult in a new language.
I simply said to the pharmacist, "I have a bad headache. Can you recommend something, please?" And that was enough.
Kindness is your passport, and stating your problem simply, then asking for a recommendation, works in so many situations.
She gave me some tablets, and with that small act of help, my first day ended on a note of being cared for in a new place.
We've walked through a whole first day together, from the airport to the pharmacy, with all the little chats in between.
And now we want to hear about your day, your first phrases, your moments of triumph or funny confusion in a new place.
Our community question is this: if you visited an English-speaking country, what was the first phrase you used?
Or if you're planning a trip, what's the first thing you want to say when you arrive? Tell us your story or your dream.
Remember, kindness is your passport. A smile and a please and thank you will smooth over any small language stumbles.
Practice these phrases out loud before you go. Get your mouth used to saying, "Excuse me," and "Can you help me, please?"
Start small. Your first conversation might just be hello and thank you, and that is a fantastic and brave beginning.
Listen for the patterns in the responses. People will often use similar structures you can learn and reuse yourself.
You are not expected to be perfect. You are expected to be a polite and engaged visitor, which is something you can do.
We believe in your ability to handle that first day, to ask for what you need, and to enjoy the thrill of real communication.
Thank you for letting us prepare with you today, for packing your verbal suitcase with these simple, powerful tools.
Time flies, friends. Our 10 minutes preparation session is complete. We hope you feel more ready and excited for your adventure.
Thank you for traveling this imaginary first day with us, for thinking ahead and building your confidence with phrases.
Please visit the Easy English Chat community page and tell us your first day story. We are waiting to welcome you.
We are so grateful for your time and for your courage to step out and use English in the real, wonderful world.
Until next time, take care, pack your kindness, and know that a world of friendly conversations is waiting for you.
Goodbye for now. We'll talk again very soon.